Last week was probably the worst week of Keir Starmer's premiership so far, and this week will be one of the highest stakes. The PM is facing the most open dissent that he's seen since coming to power last year. And at the same time, President Trump is making his second visit to the UK this week. And questions around freedom of speech are threatening to undermine the good vibes that he's had with Starmer in their meetings so far. This is all kicking off just weeks after Starmer tried to reset his government with a so-called Phase 2. Within days of that announcement, Angela Rayner was forced to resign from the government after revealing that she had underpaid stamp duty on a property in East Sussex. Starmer tried to seize the initiative at that point. He installed David Lammy as his deputy PM and then carried out a sweeping reshuffle of the cabinet. That reshuffle was, incidentally, deeply influenced by Peter Mandelson, whose protege Morgan McSweeney is Starmer's chief of staff. But days later, emails were published by Bloomberg that revealed that Mandelson, who was then ambassador to the US, had sent supportive messages to Jeffrey Epstein after the paedophile financier pleaded guilty to sex offences. Starmer initially backed Mandelson and then sacked him as ambassador a few days later. There are now serious questions being raised about the Prime Minister's judgment. Labour MPs are now openly criticising the leadership. Left-wing backbencher Richard Bergen told Radio 4's Today programme that Starmer will be gone if elections in Scotland and Wales in May 2026 go badly for Labour. He said that the mood is so grim in the party that it feels like years and years into an unpopular government, and not like it is in real life, of course, which is 1 year into a government which was elected with a massive majority just last summer. And behind closed doors, the Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham is reportedly being lined up to replace Starmer. He does have a strong political CV, 8 years as mayor and cabinet experience as health secretary, DCMS secretary and in the Treasury. There are some barriers to his potentially becoming leader. He's not currently an MP, so he would need to enter Parliament through a by-election first. And this would be a little bit risky for a party currently polling in the early 20%. It's also worth bearing in mind that Burnham has run for the Labour leadership twice before and he lost both times. But all in all, it's very open speculation in the party now, and this is a week of major jeopardy for Keir Starmer. For everything you need to know about the PM, about Labour and the Trump state visit, stick with cityam.com.